Senior Solo said that when God created heaven and earth, he said, let there be light for a reason. And you guys know that whenever Solo meets with Zato in a studio, it's going to be boot for boot. Let's watch this video.
When you take your Bible, the first chapter you see is what? On Genesis. Is that not the case? So immediately you go to Genesis and you take chapter 1, Genesis 1, and you go to 3. It clearly says that let there be light. Let there be light.
And there was no light.
And the point is that the reason why the creator of this world put that let there be light in Genesis 1, he wants everybody that will govern us, that believes in the Bible, that you will not go inside. But the first page, so that it rings bell in your ears, that you cannot toil and play with our energy needs. I have slept in doing so. Everyone is not comfortable with the issue of doing so. It is the reason why when this administration was introducing the Doomsday levy, I supported it wholeheartedly. In fact, listeners will bear me out that recently when the government attempted to remove that levy, I said no, because the impact of Doomsday on our lives cannot be compensated by anything else. And so if there is a levy on it that can protect all of us, then I am for it. You see, the numbers do not lie. We have not improved substantially in terms of investment in the sector in the last 8 years. So I was wondering why my brother Jebuntie, having the benefit of this doubt, when he knows the truth, he go and hide under, I'm not good in mathematics, I don't have figures, it's a lie. He knows it very well. In fact, there is a course at the department that's mathematical politics or so, that students even write exams on. So he cannot come here and create the impression that he has no benefit of figures. He does not know figures. He's not a technical person. If you are not a technical person, why are you discussing the subject matter?
Did I say anything like that here today? Actually? Did you hear me say that today?
That too. I was sitting here.
No, but you mentioned my name. You think I have
did
I say it today? I don't know what to take money. You're a pastor. When you don't have anything to say, you start preaching.
You have your book in front of you. I want you to take notes.
So when you have something to say, start quoting
don't
Genesis.
Yes, go ahead.
Get to Lamentations quickly.
Yes, go ahead.
So the truth of the matter is that we cannot be happy with what is happening. And so this administration must, as a matter of urgency, because they are now in the helm of affairs, deal with the matter. I listened to the energy minister. He seems to have some solutions to the matter. I am only watching that all the things, the beautiful things he told us 2 days ago would be implemented to the latter, so that the average Ghanaian, mind you, as we speak, Electricity Company of Ghana is having my money because we do prepaid. So it's unconscionable for you to take my money, hold on to my money, and be giving me excuses. I cannot, as a consumer, give them excuses for not paying. But why must they have excuses for me? So it is something that you have to work on it well. It comes back to what Ghanaians as electors must be demanding from of our political actors. These are the critical questions. When we are going into elections, what sort of questions do we ask? For instance, in 2028, you should be able to ask the NPP what amount of power you added onto the national grid. You ask the NDC what you did in the sector, and the UP what we intend to do. Because right here, if I were to show you our great transformation plan, page 55, you are sitting here, you read down here, the plan is very clear. Right from the busiest regime coming, Ghana has had a plan of developing mini hydros on our water and river bodies. It's there if you go to the energy ministry. What has been the attempt to actualize this vision? It is also there. I don't know. I will be very surprised that the technical people at the Ministry of Energy and the ECG will not advise any government that there is the need to upgrade the existing infrastructure. Because like he rightly said, the transformers we are using today are outdated. It does not have the capacity to contain the numbers that we are seeing. In fact, it seems to me that there is no correlationship between development and the installed capacity or the energy needs. You go to areas that hitherto in Accra were practically bushy. or forests are now totally developed, but are not matched with the sort of transformers. So what were we doing? And it goes back to the Ashanti region issue. Ashanti region issue, they saw it. They realized that the transformers there couldn't support, but going to tell them the truth that we are going to engage in some maintenance which will bring some discomfort, playing politics with it, they deferred it. And so the people are now suffering. And that is why, to a large extent, I was happy when the minister came and said he was being truthful. There is nothing wrong. But beyond being truthful, what then do we do to make sure that this situation does not happen? I mean, you were doing banter with Abbas. It's true. If you look at our installed capacity, it's in the region of the 5,000s. However, there is a difference between installed capacity and dependable capacity. Our dependable capacity comes down to 4,800 or so. But remember, we have been told time with that number that any power generated, the ECG loses, in terms of the transmission, they lose about 30%. So if we were to take that one out, already we have deficit. So to cure that mischief, it means you have to invest heavily in improving or upgrading our existing infrastructure. And the difficulty I have with this administration is covering up for the thieves that stole in the sector. That is why Ghanaians are very angry now. You know, the angry or the anger, let me put it that way, the anger is not about the doom, because they understand the situation. You cannot lose 1,000 megawatts and expect to have a free flow. But here is a sector that we were told as of 2025 that the debt in there was 68 billion. Akabla, you ask yourself, out of the 68 billion, how much was used to improve or increase the capacity? A sector that was only 68 billion. Look, end year 2016, ECG declared a profit of 208 million. End year 2016. Immediately, the Nanado Baumiada he came to greet, said he was extending his greetings to you, took over in 2017. ECG began experiencing debt.
And Alan too.
Oh.
He was a cabinet minister, part of the economic team.
Solo go on.
Alan too, DT is part.
Is there?
We cannot just say Alan too was part.
Solo,
Listen to me. He was also part.
Wrap up for me.
Was he a cabinet minister?
No. Speak. Let it come out clearly so that we deal with the matters. No.
Was he not a cabinet minister?
Oh, fantastic. So,
Trade minister of Science.
you said what?
Trade minister.
And we are discussing what? And we are discussing what?
No, but if you're trading,
You see, in their attempt, I have what it takes to deal with the two of them. It's not a problem. I'm going to be, look, listen. Listen. In 2017, ECG that had declared profit in 2016 started experiencing losses. They declared a loss of 497 million in 2017. Then between 2018 and 2023, they declared a loss of 23 billion. TV. Now going back, end year 2024, PricewaterhouseCoopers did an audit of ECG. And I'm wondering what this administration, that's why when I hear things in this sector, I flare. Because we know the truth, we want to cover up for people. And the Ghanaian is never going to forgive this administration for covering up for the TV that happened at the energy sector.